everybody. It's Tuesday night. It's 9 p.m. It must be time for What's on Joe Mind. And hopefully nobody noticed that I just played the special edition from my mistake. But
it is a special edition.
Right. Like, it's the first time anybody's seen me in a month. The rumors of my demise.
Mike's back from the dead, and we're defending our six-man titles in the main event. It's going to be good.
That's right. You know what? I'm just going to fix that now. I'm Mike Irizarry. How's everybody doing?
Ooh, I'm good. Real good.
All right. Well, joining me in the top row, he's real good. You heard it from himself. The marketing for the G.I. Joe brand at Hasbro. It's the Hot Show, Mark Weber.
To quote my pal Rick, I feel real good, but I look even better. I make a burlap sack look like a cashmere sweater. And what I'd like to have right now is for all of you. All right, let me call it that. I don't want to offend. I don't want to offend all the Minnesota meat hogs or the Louisiana losers or the Rhode Island rednecks, which never made sense to me, but fine.
They're there, right?
I mean, yeah, I suppose.
Somewhere in the back part of the county.
Yeah, out in Coventry. Yeah, it's the bad part.
How many counties are in Rhode Island, Mark?
I don't know. There's only two cities, really. So
right,
we're just tiny.
I mean, Alaska, for as big as it is one county.
Yeah, as it should be.
I didn't know if Rhode Island did the same thing with its massive incompetence.
Yeah, I don't know. Counties never impress me. Who cares how many counties there are, right? But I'll tell you this. You can't swing a dead cat in Rhode Island without hitting a G.I. Joe team member. There are a lot of them around here.
It's true.
It's like 14 from Rhode Island because file card writers used to be lazy.
Something in the water, I think.
Especially in the 90s.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I'm not ripping Larry.
Kids are growing up strong.
Mm-hmm.
In the bottom row is here thanks to an assorted menagerie of steroid inhalers, battling his own disease. It's rack time, Rob.
Yeah, it's not so much battling, my own disease.
You're all roided up?
He's dealing with the fallout of whatever I've been spreading around the apartment for the last month.
To be quite honest, it's probably, what he's been dealing with probably just re-aggravated what I had earlier.
Well, if you're roided up, I vote.
It's not steroids. It's inhalers. It's something else.
Aw. Well, when you get roided up, whatever Mike throws to you, he has to slap his own chest and say, "Tell him, animal."
If I were roided up, I'd have been throwing some extra cars at a parking spot, so I didn't have to park, basically a block away.
Was someone in your spot?
No, we just have a real social building right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you come home between the hours of 5 and 7,
forget it.
Yeah, try 4 and 7.
Well, whatever. It's whatever middle afternoon when I'm never gone. So,
yeah.
So I tend not to have those issues, but because either I'm coming in earlier than that on my days off, and then just kind of riding it out, and then I'll go out later, and then when I come home later in the evening, there's no problem.
Okay.
Park right by the front door.
Mm-hmm.
But I know this is terribly exciting to everyone at home.
They're taking notes.
Really, I had a better parking spot at work.
Right.
I could have walked home and had a better parking spot.
I mean, I don't know why you don't. Frankly.
Look, I'm all for basically walking to work. It's basically after the end of the day, I'm in no shape to come walk back.
Dustin Jeffrey advising that there are 5 counties in Rhode Island.
Good to know.
I had a feeling they could be counted on one hand.
I know there's Bristol. I don't even live in Rhode Island. I'm in Massachusetts, man. I'm a masshole.
You're a former
Yeah.
Rhode Island resident, but I figured that made you enough of an expert. Like, you haven't been gone that long.
I live in a sound effect. See, conk.
Right. I think that's isn't that one of those sounds that Sesame Street Martian made?
That makes sense.
She might have been one of the honkers. Who knows?
Still haven't figured out what the two-headed purple monster guy was named.
Again, he was the two-headed monster.
They had names though. It was like Ted and Fritz or something.
I kind of hope it was. Now that you say something like that, I kind of hope that it's
Ted and Fritz.
I know I'm crossing the streams, but the guy who threw fish had a name, right?
Well, yeah, it was New Zealand.
Yeah, and the dynamite guy had a name.
Crazy Harry.
Crazy with the TNT, yeah.
Yeah.
You're talking Muppet Show Muppets.
So I said I'm crossing the stream, but whatever, same universe now.
I mean, I'm telling you
No.
that the Sesame Street two-headed monster was called the two-headed monster.
Somebody out there is going to research that.
Right. Sounds like it's a cue for Rob to pick up his phone.
Mm-hmm.
The Daniel Berry Sports Highlight Machine says, "Sup guys, happy Tuesday." Well, sup guys to you too, Daniel Berry Sports Machine.
Does he have like big reel-to-reels behind him and giant buttons he can push?
I hope the closer it is to the George Michael Sports Machine, the better.
I love that show.
I hope that's the template there.
Love that guy.
Hey, Michael Gene Fleming, Google says Mike is right. Two-headed monster.
Oh, well, if Google says.
Right.
AI says you can have 6 fingers on one hand and it's not an issue.
Right. I don't trust the Google AI either, but I'm pretty sure that I am right on that one. Rob's on it. We'll find it. You know he will. This is the thing that he does. He finds small factoids that I'm wrong about and corrects me on when long after I care.
I don't think you're wrong, but basically, I mean, it's possible we could both. He is simply known as the two-headed monster.
Oh, they're Tomax and Samon.
Tomax and Samon. I prefer, since they're monsters, I prefer to go with Lobotomax.
And the bottom all.
Didn't one of them have like up horns and the other one had like down horns?
Yeah.
And one of them had a goatee.
He was the evil twin, obviously.
Well, sure.
Yeah, that was it. It was like Phil and Beelzebub or something like that.
No, Michael Gene Fleming shooting us down. Not the stupid AI. Wikipedia and the Muppet Wiki are showing up on the Google search results page. So they're okay.
He's not a Muppet.
Yeah, he is.
Is he from Sesame Street?
He's a Sesame Street Muppet. Yeah.
All right. Is the Sesame Street and the Muppets two different things?
No.
They're all created from Jim Henson, so they're all Muppets.
Right, but did they ever cross over?
Sure.
Yeah.
Like Indiana Jones never whipped E.T., right? But they're both Spielberg.
No, dude. Watch the end of the Muppets Take Manhattan.
Okay.
At the big wedding scene, all the Sesame Street Muppets are in the crowd.
Big Bird shows up in the Muppet movie.
Kermit the Frog ties it all together, Mark.
Kermit the Frog was on Sesame Street.
I guess I don't remember that. All right.
Yeah. Ties it all together.
I'll take your word for it.
Like
all right. Occasionally in stories, the heads have been referred to as Horn and Hard Art.
Horn
but
and
typically
what?
It's the two-headed monster.
Horn and what?
Hard Art. Hardart.
Okay.
I guess like in some storybooks or something.
See?
So I Alcorn had it out there, but you didn't know that, Mark. You were calling them Ted and Fritz.
No, I
like Ted and Fritz better.
Their names. I just said I think they have names.
Yeah.
And now it's canon.
It's Horn and Hard Art.
Like how Chewbacca got killed.
Even though they both have horns.
Yeah, that's weird.
Right? Noah Manchild, Muppet Family Christmas has Muppets, Sesame Street, and Fraggles.
That's true. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's be very clear here. Fraggles were bullshit. I'm not gonna stand here and be like, oh, and the Fraggles. That's like saying there's Joe, Cobra, and Cobra Law.
Oh my God, I was not expecting you to take the hard line there. That would got me.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that's perhaps a bit of an overreaction in regards to Fraggle Rock.
I mean, according to our parents, Fraggle Rock is one of the reasons we got cable. But really, it was because the Yankees moved most of their games to Sports Channel on cable.
Yeah. Get that bleep ready, Mike. Ready? Fraggles, right? That's what I'm saying. And the snorks. God, I hated the snorks.
Well, now you're just in a different pond. But,
yeah, that is
literally.
Sucks.
But who hurt you? Stitch Young wants to know, Mark. Who hurt
Clearly,
you?
it was Fraggles.
What? Those Octonauts were some bullshit too. Let me tell you. Oh. You guys didn't have kids. You didn't have to watch the Octonauts.
No, I did not. Mm-mm. In fact, around that time, when I would be around small children, which did happen sometimes, my friends figured out that I was a cheap babysitter. So I was hanging out with small kids quite often. I introduced them to Phineas and Ferb, and I just didn't look back.
Which is the one with the Dorito head?
That's Phineas.
Okay. And where's Perry?
Who knows? Who knows?
I'm speaking your language.
Who knows?
He's under his hat. That's where he is.
Right.
What were we talking about?
I don't even know anymore. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Fraggle Rock sucks. I remember that.
Wow.
Look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I was the biggest fan, but there you go. Now you're back in focus.
Oh, so fuzzy.
You were kind of like we were like picking you up from Van Nuys, California, or something. It was wasn't good.
How do you get to Van Nuys?
It sensed the heat of your Fraggle anger.
Rob, how would you get to Van Nuys from LA?
Well, I mean, you could start off on the 5, but from what I hear, the 5 is jam.
That's right. Jam with goddamn Fraggles.
Uncle Traveling Matt just getting in the way.
Next news item.
Justin Jeffrey appeared on The Muppet Show, and James Gandolfini was on Sesame Street. So the Sopranos share the same universe as Star Wars. No, that's not how that works. That's
hey, R2 and 3PO were on Sesame Street too.
Right. R2 and 3PO. I'll buy that part. But James Gandolfini was not on Sesame Street in character.
Luke Skywalker was on The Muppet Show. I remember that.
Yeah,
it was a big deal.
He was up in the main line with the pepper steak.
Did he go on Pigs in Space?
Yeah.
That was different.
I remember Oscar the Grouch telling James Gandolfini, "Hey man, you don't have to go yet." And Gandolfini was like, "I got to go see a guy about a thing. Don't wait up." It's a good one.
Noah Manchild. So for Mark, the Fraggle Rock Trash Heap is the actual name of Cobra Law.
Fair.
All right, that maybe they're the same universe now. Who knows? Man, I missed this.
Right? Welcome back, Mike.
Oh my God. Sorry, everyone. I'm a little rusty. I have no idea what I'm doing anymore. I'm just letting crazy people rant about Fraggles.
You missed it, man. While you were gone, I had a 3-hour show. I did a radiothon. It was something.
I was working the booth. I fired our producer, and then I decided to work the booth.
We raised money for the Human Fund. It was great.
Money for people.
That's it.
Oh Lord, we've probably blown enough of their. Joe Slepsky has already turned off our program. I'm sure. As you know, this is the part of the show that he hates the most.
Yeah.
The blather.
The pointless blather at the beginning.
Could he sponsor this portion? Maybe. Good idea.
He's nothing but pointless blather. That's why we keep asking him back.
It's ironic, yes. Believe me, I reminded him of this back when we were doing the road trip last fall. Anyways, it's time for the news. Goodness, remember, before we get too far into things, make sure to do all that cool YouTube stuff. You know, hit the like button. You guys haven't been real good about the like button lately. You've been real good about the subscribe button. We appreciate you for that. But make sure you're sharing us in all of your social media circles, all your G.I. Joe collecting world. And when we're done here tonight, be sure to leave a big boy comment down below. If you're catching us on replay, big boy comments are always appreciated. Like the same 10 people hit us up week after week after week. And we really appreciate you guys. But hey, new folks, get in there. We do lots of stuff that demands your input. Just, of course, please abide by our one rule. Don't be a dick.
Yeah. Or Fraggle.
Look, man, Fraggles are extremely well-mannered, whether you like them or not. So we'll take Fraggles, so long as you're not Dickie, the ill-mannered Fraggle.
Right. I'm a new Fraggle. I'm a-hole.
Wasn't that his name? Dickie?
I don't know.
Dickie, the ill-mannered Fraggle.
Gobo, Boober, Wembley, Red, and Dickie. Wasn't that it?
Yeah. You're barking. I can't help you here.
Maybe in
it's like asking me what my favorite Kardashian episode is. It's a tie.
Right. They're all there at the top and the bottom. And there's probably some diagrams explaining how that works.
There's a fine layer of silt evenly covering the river bottom. Catfish are pooping in it.
Oh, goodness. First news item.
Do.
Hey, this thing's still going on.
I hope it funds.
Right. The G.I. Joe Real American Hero Compendium sets 1 and 2 still live on Kickstarter. Got about another week on this. It is the 22nd, I believe, is the day that one closes out, 3 p.m. Eastern time. Well past $2 million at this point. I believe later tonight they will probably unlock another stretch goal at $2.2 million if they haven't already. So if you missed out the bullet points, the question that everybody has asked, if I just want 5 to 8, how much does it cost? And the answer to that is $300. That's what you need. Three big, 3 large. And that gets you that plus, I think there's 12 stretch goals that have been unlocked at this point. So there's all kinds of extras thrown in there. Reprinted comics, pins, patches, stickers, posters that are going to be included in the books. It is an embarrassment of riches at this point. You're already getting 4 really well done and just fantastically bound volumes on this one. If you need all 8, it's just $600. It's the math is simple. And you can get them in cool wintergreen blue or fiery jalapeno red. Either way, or both. It's all there. Just go check it out. All the different pledge levels are there for you. I'm certain we will have more details for this for you as we get closer to the end of the campaign. But all we can, best advice we can give you is head over to Kickstarter when we're done here tonight. Type in G.I. Joe Real American Hero. This will pop right up for you.
Doug Dello's got a really good point here.
I'm so far behind on comments.
Way at the bottom.
There we go. So what issue of the IDW era is everyone voting for being reprinted? I have no particular favorite. That is an excellent debate. I got to stop and look at it myself.
Oh, no. There's a clear winner, Mike.
What's that?
I forget the number. It was like 17 or something. But it's the one with Spirit, CoverGirl, and Hannibal as our special thank you to Gary Godso.
That's a Devil's Due book, though.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah, that's the Devil's Due book, number 19.
All right, next time.
All right. Next time through. That's right.
IDW era, I can't think of one that's funny. So fine.
Yorktown Joe, Spit and Truth. This segment brought to you by antibiotics and their assorted and sundry side effects. That's true. Very true.
Yeah, I'm all hopped up on ibuprofen. So you never know what might come out of my mouth.
Right.
Disparaging things about Fraggles, apparently.
Apparently.
Anna Davis is sorry she's late. She was reviewing Redacted. Because that's awesome. But yeah,
I love Redacted. You reading that?
Be sure to check that one out, and make sure your pledge gets in before next Tuesday in the afternoon. So call it Tuesday night. Next week's show. Put that as your own personal deadline. I'm sure we'll talk about it on next week's show. Next week's show is. If I had not spent most of the last month completely away from the computer, next week's show probably would have been our anniversary show. It's not going to be our anniversary show because I can't put that together in 6.5 days.
Yeah, that's what you get for taking a month-long coma.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, that's the sound of it.
Dominic Johnson asking, is this the Marvel run included too? You can get the Marvel run. That was actually volumes 1 through 4. You can get all 8 volumes and part of the Kickstarter. Again, that all 8 is going to cost you $600. But
you can, I think you can still get the first 4 as part of the Kickstarter. So
I think so. You got options, man. Just check out the Kickstarter. Whatever you want, it's going to be there for you. If you're not going to have the money by April 22nd, just donate $1, and that gets you eligible for the backer kit, which keeps the campaign open longer for you. So think of that as the $1 down payment, not the $1 down payment that buys you a whole lot of extra time. So yeah, check that out. Check it out on Kickstarter.
And if you go all in and like buy everything you can, you get the hammock, you get the drink koozie, you get suppositories. There's all sorts of things.
If you're the first one to get that, we'll throw in the cot from Cot Guy.
Ooh, got my cot guy.
Yeah,
he's probably married with kids by now.
If you're getting the suppositories, then I hope the cot is mesh.
Good call.
I don't want to think about that, Mark, because if that guy's married with kids, something's gone terribly wrong.
Have you turned on the news for even 2 minutes?
Look, man, there's that kind of wrong, and then there's Cot Guy wrong, and nothing that's happened on the news in the last year and a half even compares to the terror of Cot Guy. Not a thing.
I don't know.
Did he send that picture willingly?
Yes.
Like, hey, check out my digs?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And Joe was like, can't you just send it like everyone else?
Look, that's probably the one saving grace of it all.
I guess that's true.
Is that at least there was no nudity involved. But
I don't know. That cot didn't have the proper sheets.
That cot had seen plenty of nudity. I'll be honest with you.
We have been in contact with Joe Colton, so she has not fallen under the sway of Cot Guy. She's good.
Just yet.
Good.
She's able to resist.
But she's got backup now, right?
She's Adonis-like charms.
She's got a badass husband and now a personal bodyguard who's like 3 feet tall, but whatever.
Man, Mark, you're is something wrong tonight, man? You just seem angry at everything.
No, I'm ready to go.
All right.
I think the 3 feet bodyguard is mango habanero.
Yeah.
I kind of wasn't thinking of her that way, but yeah, that's probably right.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
She is Joe Colton's child, after all, so I imagine there's a level of violence there.
Yeah.
They're in the toddler phase. There's some violence.
She's the daughter of a pro wrestler and an Amazon. Like, come on. Also, Amazon / competitive eater and Canadian drift champion.
Right. Let's face it. She's being trained like Damian Wayne. All right, it's just
probably.
She has a variety of skills.
She has a.
Head over to Kickstarter when we're done here and check out the G.I. Joe Compendium Kickstarter. I promise you, we'll have more information as the week goes on.
Help them make their goal.
Right. Their eventual goal. Help them make the properties goal by outselling the last Transformers one.
Do it for the children. Cue the Sarah McLachlan.
Because honestly, I would take any collection of G.I. Joe comics over the entire collection of Transformer comics. That's not even.
I love Transformers, and those comics were butt for a long, long time.
Yeah, that Marvel run was not terribly impressive.
Yeah,
on a consistent basis. There were some bits here and there, but they were a tough read.
What color's Bumblebee again? I don't know.
He's blue. This time he's blue.
Just paint Starscream 9 different colors. They'll make toys of them all eventually.
Next news item.
Fraggle.
Oh yeah, but again, check out our episode 380 That's a few weeks back now. That was the last one I was on before this one.
Mm-hmm.
Back when I sounded normal. Back when I had hopes and dreams.
It's a wonder Diana
those have
didn't
been dead for a while.
It's a wonder Diana didn't get sick. Being here with patient 0 and patient 1.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Mm.
Yeah, was it something I said? Probably. Probably. Lieutenant Falcone asking, how about the Joe issues with Transformers? No.
Those ain't no good.
No.
They're
Because dig it, who would win a fight between any Transformer and any G.I. Joe or Cobra operative? Yeah, there you go. They just did that in the Energon universe. It looked like this.
Now that guy wasn't a Joe operative.
I hit my own mic. Hey, Rob, hit your mic.
He's in the other room.
It's a long walk.
There's stuff in the way.
Look, you did get Diana sick.
Next news item.
Sick.
Hey, remember a couple weeks ago they did a fan stream? Yeah, I barely did. It's been a while. We haven't been on since then. So what the hell? Let's talk about it now. First up, pre-orders. Always pre-orders. And this is just the retro carded guys that we saw a couple of weeks earlier. There's Wild Bill, and there's the Techno Viper. Wild Bill, a little bit more figure accurate, but not terribly exciting. The Techno Viper has a silver gun, so not terribly exciting. And almost by default, the winner is Grunt, because at least that serves a purpose. These guys are about, again, wherever you wind up buying it from, $28 a piece. Available wherever toys are sold. Expect them in July. Mark Weber, what you think?
I mean, I don't have any issue with. I don't mind the Wild Bill because there's people who didn't get a Dragonfly, right?
Right.
And if they want Wild Bill, cool. They have to change it up a little bit. They did while still keeping it relatively honest to Wild Bill. Okay, cool, fine. I think it would have been cooler if they'd have sunbowed him, right? Giving him that funky colors. But well, what do I know? The Techno Viper is an embarrassing cash grab, but you do you. And the Grunt, the Grunt fills a hole. And again, if you don't like them, don't buy them, right? So, but I'm not overall mad at anything, but the Techno Viper is particularly weak.
Yeah, it's the Techno Viper is the disappointing one out of this. Rack Time Rob, what do you think?
Hey, for all the people who think that, Wild Bill, makes your Wild Bill less special. It's like, no. The helicopter is the special part. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let people have a Wild Bill if they want it.
Right. We shouldn't, I should walk that back a little bit. I should not be trying to deny people the awesomeness that is Wild Bill, a top 20 Joe.
Yeah, and one of the few drivers that well eclipses his vehicle, right?
Right.
Yeah. Like Wild Bill doesn't seem useless if you don't have him in his thing. So yeah.
But yeah, if you could afford a Dragonfly, you could afford to spring for a second Wild Bill if you really want him.
Yeah.
But you don't gotta. So who's he hurting? Nobody.
Maybe I'm buying a Wild Bill just so I can then now sell my sealed Dragonfly, which has never made it out of the box.
There you go.
Maybe that's what I'm doing it for. Dustin Jeffrey says it lets me have a Wild Bill not hanging out in my Dragonfly. That's. I mean, why would you want that though? Because if I had a Dragonfly, why would I hide it, hang out somewhere else?
Yeah.
Why would you want two Wild Bills running around headquarters? That's weird.
I mean, he's got that cool hairpiece. You could kind of pass that off. Him and Shipwreck can trade hair.
Any hairpiece that I could rotate onto my Mindbender figure is a win. Because I just imagine him in the mirror going, "Ah, yes, I am beautiful. Look at this. Now I am a sailor. Now I am a cowboy."
I think there was an episode of Hogan's Heroes where Clink did that. Anyway,
not too many cowboys with a monocle. It's a good look.
Sometimes I do that with Racktime Rob's Soundwave.
Okay.
I'll put the hair on Soundwave.
Oh, I thought you meant I thought you were like putting him on your head and being like, "Now I am a Decepticon."
Yeah, no, it's Soundwave with, say, Shipwreck's glorious plumage.
It's a good look.
Yeah. Soundwave never did so well at the bars as he did when he had that hairpiece done.
Right.
It's his twin, Wild Will.
Wild Will. That's good.
But yeah, okay. So there's that. There was those. We kind of saw them coming. Any like, we're far enough away from the pandemic these days that when we start seeing renders, we know that something's going to get sold fairly soon afterwards.
Yeah, basically sold next. Yeah.
This guy came up too, and that's the Despoiler, or Destro and the Iron Grenadier Despoiler. $109.99 on that one, specialty retailer exclusive. That's a little steep for a Despoiler, but this guy's a bit chunkier than its predecessor.
It's big.
Mark Weber, what do you think?
That's how much the Vamp cost, right?
That's the Vamp was actually less than that. Yes.
Oh my God! I mean, it looks good. Destro's great, right? Nobody's mad at the Destro, but it's bigger than the Despoiler was. So
yeah,
the choice was obviously they had to make the choice. We're going to go to a bigger scale on it, and we're going to charge more money for it. So I don't know, staying authentic and keeping the price as low as you can to still hit their profit margins. Like, I get it. They got to make money. It's a company. That's fine. But I don't know, making it bigger on purpose and then charging more for it. I never would have thought that Destro and the Despoiler would be more than $100. That's a tough build. Because if that's a $28 figure for Destro, then you're like, that's an $80 Despoiler. I don't know. I mean, I'm in. It looks great. So yeah, I'm in. But man, this is the first time I looked at a vehicle and went, man, that's a bit of a grab right there.
I swallowed hard. I did it, but I swallowed hard doing it. Like, oh.
Yeah. I mean,
that was a bitter pill.
Take into account that, you know, there are things happening out there that are causing this to be higher than it would be normally. To speak around the tariffs that are still happening, still going on at the time that this is priced out. So, I mean, I get it. I suppose the you know, they didn't have much of a choice in regards to the size of this thing, because it was going to be bigger than, say, a Claw. It was going to be bigger than a Trouble Bubble, regardless. So at least they went for, you know, big enough to be in that next class of vehicle. But I think it's just that, you know, the world at large has caused the price on that next class of vehicle to be, you know, fairly significantly more than it was just a short time ago. So, I mean, yeah, part of it is they're a huge company and they're cash grabbing a little bit, but part of it I don't think is necessarily in their control. Just plain old Jay says Destro's sword is the expensive part. There you go. Removable sword. That's the key to it all.
Soft good cape, I think, right?
Yeah.
Soft goods. Yeah. Think about the demon, man. How big would the demon have to be for that thing to latch onto it and not look like, a pterodactyl landing on it?
Yeah, if you think we're getting a demon, think again.
Yeah. Walk that one back.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
like that they modernized it. I like the angular wings. I like that they didn't just take the despoiler and blow helium in it. So
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with modernizing the design, especially for something from Destro, right? The cutting edge arms manufacturer.
And it's still clearly you look at it and go, oh, despoiler, so
Yeah.
No, they as far as the design on this thing, they check all the boxes. This is cool.
It looks like he went to his design guys and said, that black bumper car I love? Put some wings on that bitch, right? Like,
can we make it look a little more badass this time?
Right. Give me some, that bumper car I always win with? Yeah, the one with the 2 missiles in the front, boss? Yeah, that one.
Right. They threw some extra missiles and some bombs under the wings. Like there's some
weaponized bombs that weaponized bobsled I was trying to sell the Germans. Yeah.
Right. Pimp my ride. There's
some utility to this now.
Dustin Jeffries got a good point here. That windshield, that ain't doing nothing.
He is catching every bug in his teeth.
Yeah, especially the way where it stops, it just that's going to leave the air drift right in your face.
It's keeping bugs off his belt buckle.
Right. Tweet Joe Self says the despoiler will be by 2026. HasLab actually have the room to display, and IG Destro has always been my most wanted classic. Good. I'm glad this scratches your itch. Mm-hmm. I'm glad that it doesn't surprise me that this is some folks' favorite version of a favorite character, right? Like this IG Destro is one of the bigger characters they had left on the list to do, right?
Yeah, it's one of the more popular redesigns. So yeah.
So yeah, no, I get it. Like I'm sure you're not the only one, and I'm glad that this is getting done for you. Just wish you didn't have to, bite down on the belt before they excised the money out of you to get it done.
I mean, IG Destro has always been better than V1 Destro, right?
I don't know. I can't say I like one more than the other. I like them both, but
original Destro does have wrist missiles.
Yeah, and that big open chest and the funky collar.
He is ready for the disco.
I'm not hating on original Destro, but this is like Godfather 2 or Aliens, right? Pretty rare that the sequel's better than the original.
This is very much a Lord of the Manor type of thing, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, this is a bit more, military grandeur than action jumpsuit.
And early on, I'm not so sure they knew that Destro was going to be his own entity, his own wing, right? And not more closely under that Cobra umbrella.
Yeah,
by the time they got here, it was like he's fully divorced.
I'm pretty certain that they did not expect Larry Hama to write the badass comic book that he had, and for Destro's backstory to be such an important part of it.
Yeah.
So it's one of those pleasant surprises, but like the actual 88 Destro, the 3 3/4 guy, like from the waist up, he's great, but like his legs and stuff are just kind of a mismatched mess. And I'm glad they fixed that this time around. That was one of the things I was worried about, was that, are they gonna do a totally faithful version of that 88 Destro? And thankfully they did not.
I mean, the original Destro had like mounty pants, right?
Yeah. Again, I really think they meant it to be a jumpsuit of some kind, and it just, like he was some kind of weird Bond villain or something.
Destro will make you jump.
But, but like this guy had one tall boot and one short boot and one normal cuff boot and one folded over boot, and you're just
one was a leg warmer.
Yeah. There's just it was crazy in 1988. Like that figure is half perfect, and half not even close.
All right, that's fair.
So the fact that they at least gave him a legitimate, good-looking, real dress military kind of look on this one.
He looks more like he did in the comic.
My older brother was curious if Destro's head, V1 Destro, was silver the whole way through. So he used, and this is for you kids out there, you won't remember this, the push-in cigarette lighter in the family car and burned Destro's nose a little bit flat. So if you're wondering at home, yeah, it's not silver the whole way through.
It is not, no.
I wasn't real happy with my brother about that.
No, I imagine not.
A couple years later, he hid his retainer in my milk at dinner.
Oh, you've given us that story before.
Yeah. So Mike's not getting a shout out tonight. He's the villain of this story.
And that's Mike Weber for
Mike. Yeah, Mike Weber. Yeah. Mike Irizarry, blameless.
This time.
Yeah.
Destro, when we were kids, the version 1 Destro was the figure that the family dog loved the most.
Ooh.
And I know this because we would have all of our Joes out, and we'd be playing, and the dog would get in the room and just hunt out Destro, grab him and go. I was like, oh God, again.
Had to be the shiny head, right?
I'm sure it was, but Jesus, every time. Stop the playing with Joes. We got to go get Destro from the dog.
I'm just hearing Destro's line from Community when they shoot his parachute gone. As your dog carries him off, and he's like, "Hey, no, what are you doing? What are you, crazy?"
Oh, and then of course, also for pre-sale, a little bit later in the week, we got some ramp rats. I don't think I included Mercer or rather Taurus and Red Dog in this. What was I doing there? Taurus and Red Dog also available for pre-order. Go get them.
Popped up on Goofballs.
Right.
Those are easily your two favorite Renegades, Mike.
I mean, yeah, they are number 1 and number 2 with bullets. But Ramp Rats on April 9th. And this is just support staff for the Rattler. If you got a Rattler, great. Cool. These guys will certainly work in whatever display you've got set up for it. If you don't have a Rattler, okay. Not sure what point they serve other than you got to really like Cobra support staff. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they come with some extra guns and some cargo stuff, and they at least try to make it worthwhile. But ketchup and mustard here set you back $60, and you can expect them next month. So May. These are a Pulse exclusive.
Plus, you get the double coffin so they can be buried together for eternity.
Right. And it's just the cargo coffin, right? It's like that's the Cobra equivalent of the orange crate.
The pine box.
Just being in Cobra is just kind of like going to an Irish wake every day. Oh, Irish wake. But yeah, so that's that happened on April 9th. I don't know why I got it lumped in here, and I don't have some of the stuff they actually told us about. Drugs.
They tell us about this.
Drugs are a terrible thing, kids. Going back to the show on the first there, we got digital renders here. We got Ninja Force Scarlet with Shebang.
Who? With who?
That's right.
Who?
Shebang. I will use that as often as I can.
Oh, wait till they come out with Shebang 2.
Shebang 2, you said?
I forgot. It's Shebang 2, The Quickening. Yes.
That's 5 seconds long, by the way, for everybody keeping track at home. 5 seconds of Ricky Martin. But burying the lead here, Ninja Force Scarlet's cooler than you thought she'd be.
Mm-hmm.
But that's always good when she doesn't have 4 pounds of machinery, in her lower torso, like
Yeah.
the original figure did.
That
So-
Scarlet, she had some birthing hips, baby. Let me tell you.
She was prepared. She was
Thick.
going to play some linebacker.
Yeah, you can find her picture in the Fictionary. That's for
Right.
sure.
She'd done some speed skating in the past.
But the weapons assortment is okay. I like the masked face. I like that we got the same option for Shebang. And we got his, famous hooked swords there. Some hand options. It looks like it'll be a fun set. I'm probably taking a pass here.
Yeah, he doesn't look bad.
He's
got the worst name ever.
That's true. Well, he's up there. He's not Say Motaball.
Yeah, I suppose. But
he is only Shebang. I'm glad I amused myself.
If any of you need to get a drink or make a cup of coffee or grab a snack, now's the time to do it. Because when you come back, we'll still be playing that clip. It's that good.
Don't be encouraging people to leave, Weber. Come on now.
I'm just letting them know now's a good time. It's like the Dino Bravo versus Don Morocco feud. It's provided so people can take a restroom break. Yeah.
You picking on The Rock? You trying to bring The Rock down?
The Rock Morocco. Who knew? I don't have a problem with Morocco. Dino Bravo was awful.
It's pretty bad.
Oh.
It's pretty bad.
I remember Monsoon once asked Jesse the Body, would you face him for that if he'd put that Canadian heavyweight title up, Jesse? And he went, I would if he'd put up the jacket. I want that mounting jacket too.
Well, they are pretty snappy uniforms.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
But what do you think, Mark Weber?
You know what? Scarlet's great. And that figure was so bad. Mainly just the face sculpt was awful, but most of Scarlet's were. But all the action movement stuff of the Ninja Force line, I get it for kids, but it kind of ruined the aesthetic on almost all of them.
Right.
And Shebang, am I saying that right? I used to intentionally pronounce it Tujabang, just to make it sound as terrible as it should. But the figure itself's cool, and it comes with a lot of stuff. I'm not mad at the figure. It's not his fault they gave him a bad name. So I'm all right with this. I'm in on this.
Right time, Rob.
These figures look a lot better than they have any right to, considering their original designs. But I'm not a Ninja Force guy. Like I said, Slice and Dice kind of have a little bit of a home in my head canon, but the rest of Ninja Force, nah.
You just use the term head canon.
I did.
Oh,
a good point though, man. Slice and Dice would be Slice and Dice would be less cool if there were like 7 Cobra Ninjas released at the same time, right?
Yeah. In my mind, basically, they're the guys who got hired when Storm Shadow jumped ship.
I just love the idea that there was some sort of meeting at Hasbro where they were going over the names sometimes. And they were like, okay, this guy's got nunchucks. How about nunchuck? That's gold. This guy's got hook swords. What about Shebang? Oh, I think.
That's a great name. Somebody might be able to make a song out of that.
Shebang. Man. It was like one designer had a kid named TJ or something, right? And they snuck that in as an Easter egg.
Garage, so Shebang won't be showing at Shemax.
That's all.
And yes, I pronounced that way on purpose because I got you, Cooter's Garage.
Shemax. Oh, to Ginzu. That's so sad.
Dave McDonald asks, is Slash a different ninja than Slice?
Yeah, Slash has the top hat.
Yeah, he plays guitar.
Mhm.
No, wasn't Slash the name they gave Slice when they didn't have it as a copyright? Wasn't that the deal there?
Yeah.
So no, they know he's not. Or whatever, maybe yes he is. I don't know. He's probably wore a different outfit. So Teginsu has I don't even know how you pronounce that one.
That's awesome.
It's he's not fortunate enough to have a song.
That's right. Teginsu sounds
but
like
he can cut through a can and then a tomato.
Teginsu sounds like something on the menu you're afraid to try.
Yeah, Slash was a different character, but fulfilled the same role, and that role was, of course, lead guitar.
Mm-hmm. Joe Fan 84 has a good offer here, or he's about to get a good offer. Because he's got two different shebangs.
Got the OG and Collectors Club.
I will trade you a Slaughter's Marauders barbecue for either one. I don't need both.
I got
just saying. Call me. Yeah,
it's a good figure.
I doubt it.
The problem is not the figure. The problem is, it's this really yellow ninja. Like it. What shadows are we being stealthy and staying within? What's happening here?
They only deploy him when the Green Lantern becomes Parallax.
But Parallax was the yellow impurity.
Was he?
Yes, that actually is the reason why the rings didn't work on Yellow, was because they had him imprisoned in the battery.
Oh.
And then when he was released, they no longer have that weakness.
Torpedo Mike says Zap is sitting quietly on the side. Yeah. Bill.
Love Bill. Once you replace his Colossus legs, he's actually a pretty damn good figure.
It's Colossus legs. Well, good news. When he goes into battle, those turn into metal.
Until then, he just keeps running around going Stoll and Boss Boy and by the White Wolf. And people are like, are you Mexican?
Justin Jeffrey says, please replace Ricky Martin's version with William Hung's from America.
No.
Now we're talking.
I had forgotten about that. I may have to do that.
Oh, God.
Anna Davis asking the obvious question, why didn't they do that with all the names? Just Scarlet, just Snake Eyes, just Storm Shadow. Good question. Probably because our man Ricky Martin wasn't there to show them that was the way.
Mm-hmm.
And Cooter's Garage is correct. Upside is he does have the white kitty mask, and that's pretty cool.
That's so he could leave Lucha Libre behind and be White Tiger for New Japan Pro Wrestling.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got this weird serpent crown thing. For a minute there, I thought maybe it was the crown that they had in Jungle Trap, but then I went and looked up Jungle Trap, and it's not that. And then name only reveals Toxo Viper version 1 Buckethead. Thank you.
Shucky Ducky, quack quack.
Mistress
Armada,
Armada,
like a duck and quacks like a duck. It's a Toxo Viper.
Yeah, a Mistress Armada who I will reserve right to judge, because that wasn't a character I was necessarily super high on from Devil's Due. We got Psych Out, where again I reserve the right to judge because it's Psych Out, and then some kind of grizzled Duke. It's Robert Duvall as Duke. It's grizzled.
It's like 5 o'clock Shadow Duke.
Or rugged.
Mike, you got to be pumped up about the Toxo Viper. Come on now.
I am absolutely fired up about Toxo Viper version 1. I'm glad that they went out of their way to say it's going to be Buckethead version 1, because I know version 2 has a lot more support.
Because it looks better.
He was a little bit cleaner looking, but version 1, that ugly bastard, he owns a place in my heart.
It comes with one of the worst weapons of all time.
I mean, as far as design goes, yes.
Yeah.
It's horrendous.
That helmet at a 6-inch scale, that's a $50 figure right there.
Right, it's deluxe, baby.
Oh,
deluxe. And but yeah, that gas thing that the Toxo Viper comes with has that little almost glued on piece where the hose goes in. That's just begging to get snapped off.
Desperately
begging for it.
You know what that crown goes to?
What does the crown go to?
Nothing good. Mark my words. Nothing good.
Dave McDonald says it's going to be Coma Duke comes with a hospital bed.
He would look pretty rugged. I'm sure he hasn't shaved for a while. You know, in a coma.
Mistress Armada's a miss.
Yeah, you know, it's like one of those where
it's in her name.
She might wind up looking cool. I just did. I never cared for the whole idea, right? Like, I get it that Destro has kids, but when they first started doing the Devil's Due book, when Devil's Due first relaunched, everybody was aged up a little bit, right? And that kind of left that window to do that kind of a character. But almost immediately, when they realized that G.I. Joe really hadn't been gone that long, that they needed to age everybody up, you know, like 2 decades past what they were actually, you know, would do in comic book time, they almost immediately started to walk that back, right?
Yeah.
And it was just they started treating it like the brief hiatus it was, the relatively brief hiatus it was. So then we're, you know, like we're supposed to believe that Snake Eyes and Stalker and Scarlet and Storm Shadow, they're still all their, you know, like mid to late 30s, early 40s, and Destro is old enough to have adult children who are capable of leading large factions of armies, and it just it just didn't work.
If you think about it from a line construction standpoint, because I would assume she's new tooling, right? So this is a spot with brand new tooling. Could be Joe or Cobra, because you already have a Cobra in the line. Maybe they wanted it to be female, you know, but I'm just trying to think, are they balancing out the line or what goes into this? But basically, brand new tooling, whiteboard, right? Blue ocean, whatever you want. You could create something brand new instead of picking a character that barely appeared in the only era of the comic they're not touching right now. Right. Or it could have been, you know, I don't know if I think it's a stretch to say there are beloved characters they haven't touched yet, right? But there's still some good ones. Interrogator out there, right?
Look, Mark.
How do you come up with Mistress Armada as your best pick for that segment, for that slice?
Like it's one of those where this is normally where I would start stumping for Flash. But we know Flash is coming, right? Part of that, I'm doing it for the bit. They've come out and said how many times that, we're going to do the original 13. They're all going to get made. Everybody relax. And I just choose not to sometimes because it's funny. But as somebody like yourself, who your favorite figure from the vintage line is a guy who may well get passed over when it's all said and done.
Yep.
I can see how Mistress Armada would kind of tick you off.
I'm just saying this from a toy perspective, the idea that you look at when a line comes out, look at how it's constructed. And then if you want to critique it, fine, but do apples to apples, right? This looks like a brand new tool figure. So, you know, Mistress Armada.
They do have some wiggle room on it, and that's not really a character that ever had a real consistent look. So they can kind of make her look like whatever they wanted to make her look like, so long as it's got kind of a hint of what came before.
Yeah.
But
they seem to to suggest that she's going to look a lot more Iron Grenadier. So she'll get decked out in that probably black and gold and red.
Yeah, and maybe they are building her out of other parts, right? And if so, that changes the argument, right? Because she didn't have such a unique look that you couldn't monkey with it, especially if you're going to IG her up, right? And then fine, that changes the argument. But there were still better choices.
Yeah, I so that. Even if you're picking from that era, that early 2000s run, right? Like, where's Barrel Roll, right?
Yeah. This line, no offense, Mike, but Toxa Viper is not the most exciting troop builder. Duke is an A+ character, but he's been available plenty of times. I don't know what grizzled means, but it doesn't sound like a major departure. Psych Out is, bright green, and that's about all he has going for him.
If that's what they decide to model after.
Yeah, plus his bitchin' bracelets. So this line needs something, and that's the slot to do it in, and feels like a miss.
Yeah. My money is Grizzled Duke is probably Energon Universe Duke. I don't think that's much of a limb. I don't think that's much of a stretch.
Yeah, you're not on too far of a limb there.
Yeah,
you got to figure that some of that stuff's got to be coming soon. Like
yeah.
Like we've gotten 2 mole rats before we know what a mole rat is in the comics, but that's what it's related to. And so they got to start doing some Energon guys soon, don't they? I hope they get Rock and Roll next. It's all full of holes.
It's just a piece of Swiss cheese.
We're like, I mean, I don't want to slap anybody around, right, verbally, but Cadet Deming or Laura 243 or Bongo the Balloon Bear or Honda Lou or no,
I'd rather have Mistress Armada than any of those.
Just do something new. Why are they afraid of new?
There's a lot of there's a decent amount of Devils Do Love that actually comes out of this. I mean, we're getting Zanya. We've had Kamakura for a while. We
had Kamakura's awesome box art.
Ugh.
I don't need Armada or Munitia or Freestyle or any other C- level convention exclusive collector club. No. Do something new.
Yeah,
I don't care if it's new Snake Eyes, right? That's a wild departure. Just do something new, man.
Snake Eyes with new handsome face.
Yeah, he talks now, right? Put a string in his back. So he's Polly Pocket Snake Eyes. I don't care. But man.
It'd be great if he did like pithy one-liners after killing somebody like James Bond.
It's like they've picked all the good tasting Starburst out of the pack, right? And now they're just giving you lemon, right? Yeah, there's some lemon left, but there's some black jujubes left at the bottom. Let's go for those.
Taking all the mics and leaving all the Ikes.
Right? Nobody wants that.
Taking all the goods and leaving all the plenties.
That's it. Ugh.
We just start throwing out metaphors that don't make any sense. Oh.
Taking all the snick and leaving the earth. Nobody wants that.
Oh, my goodness. And so I think that was about it as far as April 1st went. It wasn't a real huge earth-shattering kind of morning. They just kind of said, hey, we'll be back in June for more Yojo June, and that's kind of where we're at this point. We're just counting down the days until something big happens there.
I know people have been mentioning, what do you think I've seen, comments, people talking about the HasLab and stuff. I'm like, you think there's a HasLab?
I mean, it's big news if there isn't. Because every one has been a pretty big success, right? For Joe, at least.
For Joe, but they've normally done, another HasLab or two by now, and it's been a long time since we've seen one. from any brand.
But a few of them kind of fell on their faces. And it may be something that's been shelved while we deal with this tariff monkey business.
Yeah.
If it's just going to be 20% on top of what you're already paying, they may have made the decision that that's too much.
Yeah.
That's outside of the cost analysis they've got as far as what people are willing to spend.
Because I mean, remember the Snowcat passed, but with a furious last couple of days, it was a slow crawl for a while, and that's on the brand that hasn't had a miss yet. So
right, well, I mean, it was a slow crawl, but I think the more telling part of it is it was a slow start.
Yeah,
like the slow crawl part was not weird, the furious finish was not weird, the beginning was weird. That was the strange part.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But next news item.
Yeah.
Hey, we got some comics. Comics are coming.
Comic book.
G.I. Joe 21 is happening tomorrow. The long-awaited return of Scarlet and Storm Shadow. This took them long enough. That's all I'll say about that. This was a really that Scarlet miniseries was pretty action packed. So to just be left cold for almost a couple of years afterwards was not nice. So it'll be good to see. It'll be good to see what these characters have been up to. Rack Time Rob, what do you think?
Yeah. This has been a neglected part, the one neglected miniseries. I mean, what they've been trying to do so far. So it'll be happy. I'll be glad to check in with these guys.
Mark Weber.
That Cobra building behind them, even before it got bombed, does not look structurally sound at all.
It's Adobe, Mark.
It looks like a lowercase r kind of.
Adobe.
Just saying. Like Tucson. Tucson's made of Adobe. No, but I like that they took two, major characters off the board for quite some time, right?
Right.
And I know they do that a lot in reboots and when properties change hands. But it's ballsy to take two, critical players and make you wait. So I like that.
Right.
And Scarlett's right-handed, so I appreciate that.
There was an interview with Larry Hama the last couple of days that's been out, and somebody asked him, or I think it was that Ask Me Anything he did on Reddit, where somebody asked him who he considers the main characters of G.I. Joe, and his answer was Snake Eyes, Scarlet, Storm Shadow, and Stalker. Well, you stop and think about that for Energon. Snake Eyes still hasn't been seen, at all.
Mm-hmm.
Scarlet hasn't been seen in almost 2 years. Storm Shadow hasn't been seen in almost 2 years. And Stalker has been maybe the least developed of the G.I. Joe team. And so, Energon's going through some pretty uncharted territory by what we expected to see, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty good.
It's pretty clear that Stalker is Hama's Duke, right?
Yeah.
Like from beginning. And we know that he's modeled after a real soldier that he knew and obviously respected like hell, right? So even though he's had good run, especially in Larry's book over the years, I don't think he's ever quite been the guy in any medium as Larry views him as.
Right. I think the code name makes it tough, right?
Yeah.
Because like when he was named Stalker in 1982, that name didn't mean what it means even a short time later.
Yeah.
Like Stalker didn't start entering the lexicon as a negative thing until probably the late 80s. And that makes it difficult to have one of your great heroes, one of your cornerstone types, if you don't change his nickname, and they didn't bother to change his nickname. So again, not saying that that's what they should have done or shouldn't have done, but I think that's just kind of the way it is.
And I don't know if the genesis of Duke was Hasbro wanting to have a leader type character for the heroes that's available on the peg for $3, right? Because Hawk was the leader of the original, but you had to buy one of the worst vehicles to get him.
Right.
And he didn't look especially aspirational. There's your Hasbro word of the day.
He was probably the dullest of the original 13. Yeah.
I mean, he had the silver though. I mean, could I rock silver suspenders? I doubt it. But
I think also by the time Duke rolls around, they're playing more with their design and they're getting more distinctive and out there. They know the line's successful. They got money to spend on tooling. So
well, and they also need a leading man. And back then it would have had to have been a man, a leading man to carry their animation, right? It wasn't going to be Snake Eyes.
Right.
And sad to say, it wasn't going to be Stalker.
Yeah, well, I mean, even if you're planning on hooking kids that followed the book, you know, as your main audience, like he wasn't going to be on the pegs a whole lot longer either.
Yeah.
So Duke would have filled something that they could have. I know Duke showed up late in '83, but you can roll that forward for a couple of years so that he becomes the guy, and then in 1986, Hawk shows up on the pegs. And he becomes the guy, and it goes from there. So I think what you're saying there probably has some legs, Mark, and that, you know, Duke part of the impetus of Duke may have just been we need a leader on the pegs, right?
Mm-hmm.
We need a top guy on the pegs.
Yeah.
So good work.
Yeah, like I said, by 83, Hawk's due for a phase out. So
Diana's got some good insight over in the comments about Duke modeled after a first shirt that he knew, and
and
the Duke's grin was based on He-Man.
Larry told me Duke is modeled after a first kick he knew. At least the now Duke sees Stalker and Duke as having distinct important roles. Right. But I think it goes without saying that Larry personally holds the Stalker character in a higher regard than he does Duke, and that's not to say that he thinks Duke is crappy or anything, but like Stalker is one of his guys. If Stalker is one of the guys he considers a main character after 45 years of writing a story, he's a main character.
Yeah.
And I think Duke gets used a lot better by Larry now.
Yeah.
Since the IDW run that he did, during the Marvel run. Agreed.
We know Duke was in the first cartoon miniseries was supposed to be Hawk. Duke's grin was based on He-Man. Okay. Well, He-Man in the figure was a smiley guy, wasn't he?
He was scowly.
Booty shorts.
Furry booty shorts. I guess the rest is asking Kirk what he remembers. Yeah, could be.
So imagine you He-Man and you wear the booty shorts.
Furry booty shorts. Or worse, not shorts.
Not shorts at all.
Not shorts at all.
Notice they told Obafemi he was looking a little too He-Man and he dropped the fur. So it's a good thing. Just saying.
That's for the best.
Yeah.
Looking a little too He-Man.
The guy better win this weekend, man. He better win.
Better win.
Did you notice in the movie it looks like He-Man's wearing, like the leather gladiator skirt type?
It's a little better.
Good.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that movie, by the way.
Liar.
It might be some of Jared Leto's best work.
Because you don't know it's him, yeah.
I heard he was sending all of his co-stars booty shorts in the mail. He's a method actor. Mm-hmm.
Look, having seen that trailer for that movie, I'm just like, you know what? They're going for it.
Yeah,
they're not apologizing for how goofy Masters of the Universe could be.
If I was a He-Man fan, I'd probably be positively giddy right now.
Yeah,
right.
Or let's be honest, I'd be online going, "Where's Orko?"
I wish G.I. Joe and Transformers took that kind of big swing to be, to be a little bit more faithful to what people liked and not trying to,
Yeah, it's interesting that we'll never know if the studio just went, we want to do it right. We want to make it true to the original story. Or Or if Mattel was like, no, it has to be what it was. We're not letting you run away with our property, which Hasbro has let happen time and time again.
Yeah, well, and then good for Mattel.
Absolutely.
Because they got burned once back in 1987, and they obviously learned from it.
Yep.
40 years later, but still.
Well, nobody was touching for 40 years. Remember, the line died in 88. So
it did. And that movie helped drive in all the nails.
Yeah.
Oh. But also tomorrow, Silent Missions Month continues. Silent Missions Month continues with Zartan #1, written by former Marvel editor Tom DeFalco. Round of applause for Tom DeFalco.
Hey, Tom DeFalco. Hey, Zartan, wrong team, buddy.
Right. Pencils by Pat Olife, or Olif, or Olifi, or I don't know how to pronounce that sort of thing.
I think it's Olaf.
This is why we don't have guests. This is why we don't do it anymore.
His name is Pat Olaf, and he likes warm hugs.
Maybe he does.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good artist if you've ever seen him.
Who doesn't?
Our normal guest host, Phil, his last name could be Dunley. I don't know.
Or it could be McHonky Dog. Who knows?
Could possible.
That might be red hair that Zartan has, and not a hood. We don't know.
No, we know.
Or his last name could be with umlauts, McHunky Dunk.
Oh, I like that. So, Rob, does that make Zartan the Red Hood?
No, because I don't think he should have stayed dead.
Fair.
Because he doesn't suck. But so I'm looking forward to this. Just one from a Tom DeFalco standpoint. I don't think I've ever seen him. I don't think I've ever read a book that he wrote before. I've read plenty that he edited before.
Mm-hmm.
As a guy who was reading Spider-Man in the late 80s through the late 90s, and when Tom was the editor in chief over at Marvel, God knows. You've read some. He did Amazing Spider-Man for a little while. Did he? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Was that the Ben Reilly Spider-Man?
No. It was just after they. Actually, no. Yeah, it was during when he came back from Secret Wars and got the alien costume.
That was when Doc Ock was Spider-Man.
No, that was much later.
Oh,
yeah. No, this was 1984.
This is the younger one with the Venom Blast Spider-Man.
He took over for Roger Stern when Roger Stern left the book because he didn't like what they said Hobgoblin should be. So
whatever. It hasn't been the same since One More Day.
I mean, that's true, but not for the reasons that you say.
Yeah.
You know what it is?
I'm willing to let you do whatever you want with the Spider-Man line here, Mark, because you're a Cyclops fan, and we feel bad for you.
Only one Cyclops, baby.
Only
one.
You have no leg to stand on.
Only one.
I mean, the man's actual superpower is his ability to score, and we respect that.
Yes.
Respect that, but that's all he's got. That's all he has.
His eyes are portals to the punch dimension. Thank you very much.
Punch dimension.
I maintain that his actual superpower is scoring.
Pulls hot tail. No wonder you guys are jealous. Fine.
I mean, in that one sense, yes, I will grant. But I'm just saying.
Let me look. The difference between the two are clear. Not just mutant and like altered, but one of them keeps pulling hot redheads, and one of them couldn't keep the hot redhead. So.
But that was by. Let's put it this way. That was by editorial fiat.
Yeah, I was about to say it took Mephisto and the editor-in-chief to get in the way of that one. So
it's a good point.
I mean, Lord knows they had so many big plans with Mary Jane besides that she had to go off and become Venom.
And Jackpot.
Look, if she went back to Jackpot instead of Venom, I'd start buying the book again.
How does Spider-Gwen fit into all of this?
It doesn't.
God only knows.
I'm just checking.
It's more of Marvel's creative bankruptcy. That's what it is.
Dude, you're asking us to trying to justify anything happening at Marvel right now? It's not possible.
I'm just trying to keep all my Spider-Men straight because there's a lot of them.
It's not possible, Mark. It's happening at Marvel right now.
I'm just saying.
There's no rhyme or reason.
Wasn't
Here's the best. Here's the
Cyclops
best
was
Spider-Man
dating
I've read in years, and he
'cause-
needed help from this guy.
Because it's that guy, huh? Is there kryptonite in the story?
Yes,
Probably.
Oh, okay. Then I don't know how it ends.
actually, you know what? Really good.
Happens on an alternate Earth, Mark.
Oh, I hope so. I certainly hope so. Because then the stakes are so high. It's like
It's what I like to call Lego Earth, where they're just both on the same Earth.
This is a non-title match. Okay, good. Because I know I don't have to pay attention. When you're on Earth,
you should pay attention to it just because it's an entertaining story.
A non-title match. That's when you know Disco Inferno's gonna pin the champ.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Let me know when Superman wears his underwear on the inside.
He has, and it looked wrong.
I bet.
Look. We're an accepting crowd here. Whatever Superman's kink is, you leave him alone.
I mean, I have to unless I have kryptonite.
Right. I'm just saying that it affects him the same, regardless if he's, chafing because his underwear is on the outside or if he's not.
He's Superman, he doesn't chafe. By the way, for the record, Cyclops was pulling 2 hot redheads at once.
He doesn't chafe. He's
Cyclops must have been exhausted.
And he was also too dumb to figure out one of them was a clone.
Who you saying he didn't know?
I, for the record, Rob, I would be too dumb to know if one of them was a clone. I would be.
You look just like my dead girlfriend. How does that happen?
I wouldn't. Whatever, man. And then when Jean came back, he was hot dog.
Just like my dead girlfriend.
Hot dog.
I wouldn't know that. Sorry.
Yeah, but you know what? When you live in the Marvel universe, you have to think.
How did Cyclops not pull Mary Jane when she dumped Spider-Man?
Give him time.
They've never met.
Give him time.
That's fair.
Give him time.
That's fair.
If you're within the Cyclops orbit for more than 12 issues, it's probably going to happen.
Boom.
Better Cyclops than Paul.
Next Spider-Man item. When is that new Spider-Verse movie coming out?
If we go to next week, that's when we get Silent Mission's Copperhead. That is written by Howard Porter, art by Howard Porter, and Romulo Fajardo Jr.
What?
We got that name in there because that's a name right there, ladies and gentlemen. Romulo Fajardo Jr.
Isn't he facing Silver King this weekend?
I believe so.
Okay.
Silver King.
That is for the AAA South American title.
Yeah. Cyclope the ref. It's going to be a good match.
But that is happening a week from tomorrow. That is April 23rd. When you get done celebrating the conclusion of the Compendium Kickstarter, you go out, get yourself a nice new comic.
You know who's chasing Copperhead on this cover?
No.
Zanzibar. Bring that back, you son of a bitch.
But because it's Zanzibar, he don't care.
Yeah.
It's all that makes me special.
and my soft goods ponytail. Yes.
I'm happy to get a Copperhead story.
Yeah.
Yeah. This should be interesting.
Your thoughts on the 2 issues so far on the silent run for this, Rob? What do you think?
I'm still not. What happened to the Baroness one? I'm still not sure what the heck was going on there.
I agree. I think the Crimson Guard one was pretty good.
Yeah.
I thought that was a real good story.
Okay, I haven't read the Crimson Guard one yet. So no, wait for it. No spoilers, please.
But that Baroness story is.
I mean, the art's fantastic, but I'm not. I'm losing the story somewhere.
I have no idea what's actually going on there.
Yeah.
You guys didn't get this? I mean, didn't understand it?
I really didn't.
Yeah, no.
All right, look. It's because it was confusing as shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 0 for 1.
Yeah, I would call it a miss. I've generally been supportive of these things so far. The Joe ones were on the whole better than I expected them to be. But that Baroness one is I can't make heads or tails of it.
I mean, the art is gorgeous, but it's not It's not telling the story.
I like the concept. I like the art.
Yeah, I mean, there's a concept there, but yeah, it's.
I read it twice and I haven't quite got it yet.
Yeah, the Crimson Guard one I liked a lot.
Yeah.
Firefly went through the trouble of giving us an entire paragraph on Glendale Birdie, the Disco Inferno. I'm just going to put it on screen just to respect the effort. I'm not going to read it. We're not going to spend any time on it, but there it is.
No, Mark's going to spend some time on it.
No, nobody has ever spent that much time on Disco Inferno ever.
Don't say I never gave you anything, buddy, because there it
is. Not terrible. Decent worker. Had a decent run.
At his peak, sure.
Enough said.
When he was inspired enough to give a poop, yes, he was pretty good. But yeah. Anyways, Copperhead happening. That's a week from tomorrow, April 23rd.
I'm looking forward to that.
Very much so. I don't know why the Skybound logo stopped working for me on this slide. It has for like 5 weeks now.
All we're getting is bits.
All we get is bits. But again, tomorrow, Silent Mission Zartan and G.I. Joe 21. And then on the 23rd, we get Real American Hero Deluxe Hardcover #1. That collects issues 301 through 310 in a nice hardcover volume, because that seems to be all the rage these days. And then Void Rivals 29, along with Copperhead #1. And then followed by the week after, at the end of April, Real American Hero 14, Homophiles Edition. And closing out Silent Missions April is Firefly #1. Next news item. So yeah, gave us just a beat, just a little bit of silence there, just to stop and reflect on, Cyclops pulling tail.
And Void Rivals.
Got our G.I. Joe Funmies still continuing. Our buddy Roger, he'll be out at the Central Florida G.I. Joe show this weekend. So be sure to stop by the Send Flow Joe show and say hey to Roger. Maybe give him a donation in person. But he's got his medical bills, dealing with his vision, fixing his eye goo. We've got Jamie Sullivan's foot surgery. There's been some complications there, so make sure you read up on that one. We've got Cousin Kenny's ongoing legal drama, trying to recover from a poorly construed lawsuit. And then, of course, our friend Diana, still looking at her mountain of a vet bill from saving the curtain eater splash. If you got $1, you got $3, whatever you got, whatever change is jingling around in your pocket that you don't have any place for. Please give a thought and maybe pass it on to these folks who they've been out there. They serve the community, our community, in any number of ways, as far as putting all this great G.I. Joe product out there, or spreading the word for us, or publishing books, or selling you your toys, or what have you. They've made the terrible career choice to be underemployed and underinsured. So please help them out with whatever you can. And if you can't, then the links are down there. Spread the word. Help them out that way. The antenna can never get too high or spread the word too far.
Can we call Splash the $1 Million Bulldog now?
I think so.
And rename Paloma Virgil? Because that'd be awesome.
Should call Splash Matilda, right?
Right? That was a good bit when she would legit go nuts and chase Slick out of the ring.
Right.
Broke his arm, I think.
Well, he probably slipped on drool.
That was probably it.
I mean, oh my. We got, of course, next month we're on the calendar. You come see us at the Westchester, Ohio Toy and Comic Show at the Holiday Inn, Cincinnati North. Mark Weber, were you still checking on this one? Is this still a possibility?
I mean, it's not happening, but
it's not a strong possibility, is what you're
saying. Don't book your ticket to see me, right? Because you'll hear at the beginning, John Cena is not appearing tonight. for refunds. Go, yeah.
Well, I'm just saying,
The
man.
role of Mark Webber in tonight's performance will be played by.
You got a spot, if nothing else. If you can get
I appreciate it, and I would like to be. It's not a reflection of the show. I would like to be there, but our spring and summer semesters run right into each other. Not even a week off in between.
Ooh.
So I get a break in August. What are we doing in August?
I don't know. We got to figure that out.
Yeah.
We need our public to get out and spread the word that What's on Joe Mind is trying to book dates.
Mm-hmm. We want to be in Phoenix or Las Vegas in August.
Oh yeah. Remember, it's a dry heat.
That's it. It is a dry heat.
Yeah, like putting your head in the microwave.
Look, man, after a month of sinus infection, I'll take a dry heat. I'll take a dry heat.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll be there. Rob and I will at any rate. Mark will probably not. But we'll hold out hope. We got a spot.
If it was in East Chester, that'd be easier for me.
Well, I mean, East Chester in Ohio, I think, is on the other side of the state. So yeah.
Just saying.
Like Cincinnati is all the way on the west side of part of the state. It's only 2 hours from here.
Home of John Moxley and some pro wrestlers.
You leave John Moxley alone.
I think I read somewhere that Cincinnati actually is getting a radio station named WKRP.
They are.
Awesome.
They are.
Be there for their turkey drop in November.
Oh God, yes. It'll just be incredible to see those majestic birds taking flight.
It is I believe next month the one station changes its call letters.
Amazed it didn't happen, 50 years ago.
Johnny Fever.
It is a giant pain in the ass to change call letters on a television or radio station. So I don't doubt that. Like it's a whole, like you have to go and refile everything, and that's expensive. So I get it. But it almost makes less sense now than it would have, say, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, when there was still money to be made in radio. As opposed to now that as a format, it's all but dead as a profit earning institution. Like why would you go through the trouble of changing everything now?
Yeah.
But whatever.
That's why I got out of radio, Mike. The fiscal future wasn't good. So I made sure to dive right into toys.
Good plan.
Yeah. For stability.
So now you're coming for my industry?
Now I'm coming for education, baby.
You and Linda McMahon.
Hey, teacher, leave those kids alone.
Greg Augustin asking, is there a station with the call letters WOJM? Not to our knowledge. Gary Godso and I looked that up at one time. And the closest that we found was on the old Mary Tyler Moore show. Their station was WJM. So it made some of the pictures of Ted Baxter. When we were audio only, I would sometimes do a Ted Baxter impression, and we would have that on the show. And so when we would show a picture of Ted, there would be a W, a J, and an M behind him, and we didn't have to do anything to the picture. It was good stuff. But to our knowledge, there is not.
Hey, man. Hey, Lou.
Lou! I can't do that again. That broke some.
Do it again.
I broke some things loose. We need those things to stay in place.
Sound like Kamala's old manager.
Kim Chi?
No, there was a manager guy who did the talking. Kim Chi didn't talk.
Right.
Once in a while, the manager would point at the screen at the end of an interview and go, ooh. And I never knew why.
I believe Kim Chi was Steve Lombardi, the Brooklyn Brawler.
Was he?
I think so.
I just remember the one time Kim Chi, after a match between Kamala and Jake the Snake, Kim Chi beat the death out of Jake the Snake. And you're like, where is this coming from? And then he took off the mask, and it was the Honky Tonk Man.
There you go.
And he grabbed the mic, and they were already booing him half to death. And he went, thank you very much, folks. You're a beautiful audience. And I never heard a man booed harder. Like maybe even still. Like he popped the roof with just acrid heat. It was big.
you can say what you want about the Honky Tonk Man as a worker, right? There was not a lot to like, but as a performer and a personality, he was one of the best ever.
Yeah,
magnet. You bet.
That dude
agreed like Tommy Lasorda in San Francisco.
That dude knew how to make you hate him in 15 seconds tops.
Yeah. If you asked again, this is the Mike Weber show. If you asked my big brother Mike, what's the worst a pro wrestler was ever booed, he'd tell you when Honky Tonk Man unveiled himself as Kimchi and told the crowd they were a beautiful audience. Right?
But did he tell that crowd that they didn't hate him? They hated themselves for loving him.
It could be. That's a good line.
It is, and that's Tommy Lasorda's line at Candlestick Park. But no, Rob, it's nothing close, man. The Honky Tonk Man is better at that game than Tommy Lasorda was. Tommy Lasorda was good at that game. Tommy Lasorda would have been a hell of a pro wrestling manager.
Oh yeah,
been a good pro wrestler because he was 5'6".
Didn't he manage the Undertaker? Pretty sure.
No, that was his cousin.
Oh, Paul.
Firefly asking which one of you is Venus Flytrap. I believe that is quite clearly Rob.
Seems legit.
My affinity for working nights.
Overnights.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm Venus Flytrap.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Where were we?
I don't even know anymore. So anyways, next month, that is, I believe, Memorial Day weekend. Be sure to come on out on the 24th. Catch us outside of Cincinnati. The whole world's coming to Indianapolis that weekend. We're leaving. Makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's because they want us there. So we're going to go. Next news item.
Shebang. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. That was for Diana. She said she just came back, and I'm like, shebang.
Your one-stop shop for non-What's on Joe Mind G.I. Joe news. You know, sometimes stuff happens and it's not Tuesday night.
Mm-hmm.
So where are you going to go to find out about it? Well, you're going to go to the surveillance board.
The
going to head over
board.
to surveillance-port.com. Get all the latest G.I. Joe news. Maybe pick up some links to some reviews. Just all kinds of good stuff that we're not necessarily around to tell you about because we got stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
I got to work that day, you know?
Maybe Mike was in a coma for a month. Who knows?
Better part of one, man. This has not been a good spring. This has been a terrible spring. You know, I went to work last Thursday in the morning. It was a day I had to go to the office, and they kicked me out. Like, they're like, you're coughing too much. You're freaking everybody out. Go home.
Beat it.
I'm like, all right, I'm not going to fight City Hall.
Man, what's that like? That whole going to work thing.
Honestly, I was happy to just not be in the apartment anymore. So
that's fair.
It was a nice hour and a half.
I need one of those, man. One of those hour and a half shift jobs.
Right. I wish that was all it was every day. If you gave me the same money.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, get to come home, sit down, have a nice, cool Arnold Palmer.
Oh, there you go. It is golf week.
Half sweet tea, half lemonade, all masters. Anyway, I don't know.
It's not the same without Tiger.
Somehow it was.
Yeah, it was just as bad.
It's golf on TV, man. I don't understand the appeal.
Golf.
I don't understand the appeal. This was even an entertaining tournament by golf standards, and it was still just golf on TV. I don't know. I'd rather watch bowling on TV.
I can't tell you nothing that happened in the Masters.
I know that it bumped the professional bowlers tour from coverage, and that makes me upset.
Ooh, yeah, Pete Weber.
Pete, is you related to him at all? You distant relation?
I should be. Get some of that sweet bowling money.
Have you watched any more of that bowling documentary, Mike?
It's awesome.
Have you? Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm caught up on it. I've watched all of them. There is a weekly bowling documentary. It is produced by Ben Stiller on HBO Max, and it's fantastic. It's following 5 guys from the Pro Polars Tour around as they go through the weekly grind of that life, and it is fantastic. It is extremely compelling television. I love it. Can't recommend it enough. It's called
Born to Bowl.
Born to Bowl. Thank you. I was about to say I was looking to see if Jeff Butler was going to throw that one at me, but Rob's got it already.
It's called Big Earn is Above the Law.
So if you get HBO Max, you have 2 different options of what not to watch AEW on.
Yeah, because we do have got HBO Max, and we're not subscribed to the level that gets us the pay-per-views live.
Really?
Correct. We get it later. Like we can watch it, like I think it's 3 days later or something. But we don't get to watch them live, or we've got YouTube TV where we can watch the weekly programming on whatever channel that is.
AEW pay-per-views usually last 3 days, so I think you've made a wise choice.
I think that's the whole thing. Like they can't show it to you until Wednesday because it doesn't end until Tuesday.
Yeah. They got to re-rack
a lot of stuff. Yeah. A lot of stuff is next day on Max, but yeah. So this would be next day if they had ended on time.
I think the deal because they actually do run those through pay-per-view as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think the deal with pay-per-view precludes it from being next day.
Okay.
But Jeff Butler is sorry. He really Munson that one. There are a number of references to the movie Kingpin, especially since right now, in the I think it's episode 5, they are dealing with the World Series of Bowling, which is the event that was in the movie Kingpin. So there's all kinds of clips.
Are they in Reno?
They are in Reno.
Oh boy!
And the World Series of Bowling is actually 5 events in one, so they're there for a couple of weeks. But yes, the movie Kingpin is probably a top 20 movie for me. Absolutely, I'll watch Kingpin anytime, any place.
It's probably the best comb over in Hollywood history.
And by best, you mean worst, yes.
Yes.
And by worst, I mean best.
Yes.
But yeah, absolutely beautiful, beautiful movie.
Big Earn is Above the Law.
Just got to listen to Bill Murray as he wins the tournament. It focuses in on Woody Harrelson's Roy Munson, and the sound slowly fades out. You just have to listen to the stuff that Bill Murray is shouting, and it's every line is funnier than the last.
It's my favorite John Turturro movie.
I mean, that's
Lebowski.
He's in Big Lebowski as the bowler. Jesus.
Yeah, it took me forever to see Lebowski.
Yeah.
And it had been quoted to death by the time I saw it. So it was semi-ruined for me. My bad, but.
It's a movie that when you go back and you watch it, like the one thing you can't do with that movie is get hung up on the plot.
Mm.
Like the plot is secondary to the stuff that's actually happening in the movie.
I wonder what that's like.
And I think that's why that movie connects for me, because I remember after watching it the first time, I couldn't have told you what the actual plot of the movie was, but I was entertained by the various string of sketch comedy things they had thrown together to make 90 minutes.
It's a scaffold. It's a scaffold to build the rest of the movie on.
Right. Yeah. It's world building and like the actual plot line doesn't matter as much as the stuff that happens. Cooter's Garage, who had Kingpin on their What's on Joe Mind bingo card. Look, man, if you've watched this show for any length of time, that shouldn't surprise you. I'm not giving any points out on that.
No, I would think the Sesame Street 2-headed purple monster.
Yeah.
It was more.
Yes, that's the wild card.
Yeah.
Oh, because we do some Sesame Street here.
Yeah.
Usually it's Yip Yip Martians or Cookie Monster, but that's not so much a reach.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Anyways, moving on. Next news item.
Do.
Is this even a news item? Jesus, we're running.
Yep.
Chunky Tank Kitty and his Meowler Tank, brought to you by the G.I. Joe 3D Printing Podcast. We saw Mark Gerwig here on our last episode 2 weeks ago. He's still out there doing his thing, fighting the good fight every Sunday with his guys over at G.I. Joe 3D Printing Podcast, and then doing it himself on Monday nights with his own State of the Union addresses there. He's making a Night Force shark, damn it. And I asked him if it was going to be big enough to hold the whole family. And he said, not me and my mutant bunch of huge podcasters, no. Which I kind of took as a compliment. But it's right there for you. Be sure to link up. We've got them on our channel page. Make sure you are finding them on your channel page and subscribing today. And that's the news. Back after a quick message from our wonderful friends and sponsors at Kokomo Toys. Stay with us.
We buy, sell, and trade vintage and modern toys. G.I. Joe, Star Wars, Transformers, Marvel, DC, and more. Located in beautiful downtown Kokomo, Indiana, we are open every Wednesday through Saturday from 12 to 5. It's a theme park of nostalgia. Join the thousands of people who have traveled from all over the Midwest for over a decade to buy and sell with us. Get your geek on.
All right. So right now, of course, it's finally started to get warm and stay warm. So there's more bugs outside. And there is a tiny beetle-shaped something that has gotten into the apartment. And it keeps landing on the ring light. So the ring light, of course, is very bright, but there's this one tiny little bug that keeps moving across it. And it's like it's like an eclipse.
One little ladybug.
Oh my God. It's not that big, but it's that shape. It's driving me nuts. And it's not like it's nowhere close to my face. The light is more than an arm's length that way. But it's driving me crazy.
Get the condensed air, turn it upside down, because then it shoots out like Iceman powers. And just freeze that shit.
I mean, I'm willing to live and let live here. It's just one of those like crawling across the light. Just go somewhere else. Anyways,
it will once you turn it off.
Yeah, I'm sure. We got a letter.
The Hawk.
Hello, Joe. I hope you're all well, and Mike, I hope you feel better. Last show was great. It was seamless with the new producer. It's too bad because we fired him. I am officially accepting Diana's challenge coin challenge. I've included a photo below. We'll put it on the next page of a few of mine. Most of these are official military or police challenge coins that I've obtained by nefarious means, meaning eBay. The NYPD coin Diana showed us is a real NYPD challenge coin, as they love to incorporate everything from G.I. Joe to Popeye in the creation of their coins. I look forward to the next show. Stay safe, and if you can't, have fun. That's from the Hawk, Terry Hawkins.
Tell him, Hawk.
Like, am I supposed to be Road Warrior Animal, or am I supposed to be Robert Urich as Spencer for Hire?
I mean, it was usually Animal giving way to Hawk, wasn't it? Because Hawk was the better promo.
Well, Hawk was the more unhinged promo.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call him better, but he was certainly more animated.
But did Animal ever say anything interesting, ever?
No. He was usually there at the last line.
Yeah.
We'll beat them tonight in the main event. There to give you the facts.
Yeah.
But here's the photo that Terry sent along. And you can see his G.I. Joe challenge coins there, or more accurately, his Cobra challenge coins.
Pretty much.
Right? That's what the military and the cops are going with the bad guys. That's not a good look.
Next thing you know, they'll have
Punisher. These are the ones working for the Kingpin.
Yeah, they'll have Punisher logos on their police coins before you know it.
Oh. But anyways, they still look very cool. So I'll points there. And I mean, that one there in the bottom left, that's got a bottle opener in it, man.
Right.
Are you allowed to do that on a challenge coin?
Does Ron Rudak get a royalty off of each of these, I hope?
I mean, you'd think, but no, he doesn't. You know that's not the case.
Yeah, I know.
But anyway. So yeah, apparently not terribly surprising that a lot of these challenge coins are just incorporating G.I. Joe in there because that's what spurred them on to their life of public service. So, yo, Joe. Just got a quick look in from the gunny, giving us a weapons check.
Dude.
Accuracy through volume. He's got four machine guns on the mount now, as well as the handheld and the front mount. So
he's turning into heavy duty.
Yeah, this is getting ugly, and I'm convinced that I know these are just Nerf darts, but like the quantity at which they're getting thrown at you, you might actually be in trouble.
Yeah. Frost in Aliens has a shirt that's hard to read, but it actually says "Peace through superior firepower."
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm feeling here.
Right. Yeah. But
mutually assured destruction right there.
Mm-hmm.
As Diana notes, that's a violent way to feed people cookie. There we go. But Firefly saying that sometimes you're axe and sometimes you're smash, but you don't want to be as Kona Crush. No, what you don't want to be is demolition.
Mm.
We're talking about the Road Warriors.
Yeah, it's easy to get them confused.
That sounds like a bad soda.
I mean, it might as well have been, man. It's Bryan Adams in his young days. There's nothing good happening there.
Yeah.
The only thing
I only liked him in Chronic.
The only thing worse than Bryan Adams in his young days is Over the Hill Bryan Adams.
Yeah. Ooh, that cuts like a knife.
Na 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 na.
Yeah. Now we're talking.
That's what we got.
Bryan Adams.
That's the old mailbag there. So that's all we got going there. Be sure to send your letters, musings, weapons check, whatever.
Limericks.
Ramblings.
What's on Joe Mind at gmail.com.
Haikus.
Or visit our website at alt.black.conspiracy/helicopters.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to buy that someday.
Try this instead first. What's on Joe Mind?
Right.
At
Go with
Gmail.
that one.
I'm going to put that on my to-do list to buy alt.black.conspiracy/helicopters and have it redirect to eternalbaseball.com.
Right.
Good idea.
We do have some, of course we've got instant messages and stuff through Facebook and Instagram and even I don't think Bluesky does that yet. But I recommend just sending us the email because Facebook and Instagram's instant messaging is crap. It's really bad, especially Facebook. Facebook Messenger for the What's on Joe Mind side for the business site is not good. It is really bad about showing you the message that is actually trying to come through. So please just use the Gmail. Just What's on Joe Mind at gmail.com. And we will get most every letter that you send us on the air. If you've got a question, we'll do our best to answer it. Sometimes somebody's got a good enough question that we make a whole little mini episode around it, but that hasn't happened in a while.
Mm-mm.
So, I think people got scared off when we tried to do, Joe Colton's postcards from Losertown that one time.
That was a really good segment.
Right. Look, man, that's 10 minutes of video gold.
Mm.
I think it frightened people away. It's been about that was where a notable downturn in our mail started. We did postcards from Losertown.
I mean, she's getting back out to conventions, so
Yeah.
Well, look,
in her cosplay. So
don't think of it as a downturn. Think of it as weeding out the chaff.
no, I'm just like, well, she's got little baby habanero with her, so maybe that'll deter some losers. And I'm like, well, the husband didn't, so I got to feel there's still some ammo there, some gold left to mine from the Losertown contributors.
So that's what
start
we got
making ones up.
to the end of the run. So Rack Time Rob, who we shouting out to?
Let's see. Let's shout out to the studio audience. Thanks for stopping by.
That's all you got?
That's all I got. I'm tired. I can't think of anything.
You're boring. Mark Weber.
Oh, we've been talking about her. Let's shout out to Joe Colton, right? Host emeritus, one of our favorites. And the wristlock, Wes Whitlock, killing it. And the little baby, who's not so little anymore. And yeah, he got some mentions tonight. How about Big Uncle Mike? Mike Weber, former cop, full-time badass.
I thought we weren't shouting him out tonight.
Well, he did burn my Destro's nose.
Right.
Back in our day, if you lost the gun or broke the thumb to a figure, you had to pay $1.50 to the kid whose toy you broke. If you broke the whole thing, $3. But we weren't rough with our toys. But if you broke a thumb or lost the gun, you basically made the figure half value. Got to pay $1.50. So that's how it worked in the Weber house.
All right. Usually we didn't even have a chance to break one another's stuff. We just put the gun in ourselves and be like, oh well, he's crumbled to dust.
Somebody's driving the vamp now.
Yep. Somebody is riding in the armadillo.
You only need 4 fingers to shoot the flak.
Whirlwind duty for old Zap.
Yeah. Oh, the ram was great. You didn't even need hands for the ram.
Yeah, just tuck those.
Just stick those stubs
Just tuck
in
those
there.
fingerless
Yep.
palms right in there.
Yep.
But I will reiterate Racktime Rob's shout out to the studio audience. Thank you so much for joining us. It's a lot of the same names and faces every week. Tuning in here at 9 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday. If you catch us on replay, we love you just as much. You count all the same. Regardless of how and when you're getting a hold of us, make sure you are doing all that cool YouTube stuff. Make sure you are liking the video. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a subscribe if you haven't already. About 25-30% of you every week are not subscribed, which is again, it's mind-blowing. If you're here, particularly if you're here at this point in the show, holy smoke, it's bad enough. They're already going to recommend us to you for the rest of your life. It's probably digging up episodes from 5 years ago to recommend to you again. So please just submit. Do the free and easy thing and just subscribe to the channel. And if you're catching us on audio only, we love you too. Eventually you'll hear this, probably sometime around 2029. But when you do, please make sure take a second, head over to YouTube and just give us a subscription there. It just helps you be counted. It's a lot easier to keep track of everybody and how things are going when we're trying to run all of the administrative stuff through one place. But Lord knows I'm so far behind on audio episodes at this point. Good luck. It might happen. It might not. I don't know.
Just load this one. And say we're caught up.
Right. That would actually be the worst thing to do, because that would spur all the people we haven't heard from. They would all send emails the following week. There's a problem with the feed. You're missing 20 episodes.
See, then
No, there's no problem. There's
what we do then is we set up a subscription service. We sell those as the lost episodes
On our Patreon.
Right. I guess I should start a Patreon.
Yeah.
That might be the way to go anyway. Anyways, we are looking at maybe shuffling some things around and doing things a little differently come the summertime. We probably would have been instituting some of those changes now, but the last month has kind of been wiped out. So however you are supporting us, please make sure to do so. Super Chat has been open this entire episode. There have been no donations. Remember, we are trying to collect some money to upgrade our equipment. It is fast becoming the time to replace some of this junk. So if you're super chatting, it's there for you. Our coffee page is still open down below. Be sure to follow that link. If you make any monthly donation, any recurring monthly donation, it gets your name in our closing credits. And again, we'll be doing more with that by the by end of the summer, I hope to have a little bit more going on with that and can share more concrete plans as we go forward. But again, if you like our program and support the things that we do, that's a great way to do it down there by hitting up the coffee link and setting up a monthly donation for us. Firefly, I don't always click the like button when I watch. Then you're dead to us.
But did you read the rest of the comment?
No, I'm not. He's just said he doesn't click like every time, so I'm out. That's what it's going to.
He's just quoting a commercial.
I know he is, but I don't. It's Julian. I abuse him. That's what we do here. That's what we do.
I mean, this can't be news to you, Rob.
I know.
You've been living with this.
A lot of this, a lot of Julian abuse happens at Assembly Required, and Rob is not there for that. So that's probably part of it. Like Rob only got to see the Joe Fest 2024 abuse, and that wasn't nearly as in depth.
Yeah, but Rob's had a front row seat to the Mike show for quite some time now. I don't think you just got salty.
That's true. It's a lot of salt.
Yeah, it may have accumulated during your month-long hibernation.
But anyways, that's all we got this week. We got 2-week-old news this week, and we took 2 hours to cover it. So I feel like we've accomplished something.
We've accomplished a lot of nothing.
And if you want your third hour clones, go out there and bang your monkey. It's a Rome reference. Don't write in.
Right. The Jim Rome bit almost made me go into a coughing fit. So that's a good time to leave right there.
Yeah. When's our tour stop?
Our tour stop is next month in Cincinnati, Mark.
There you go.
May 24th at the Westchester Holiday Inn, North Cincinnati. I have to look at the tile again. I don't.
Northchester.
I should try to make it just so I can bump into Joe Burrow and put him out for next season.
Right, or step on it or something.
Just like that.
I mean, literally just accidentally bump into him on the hot dog line.
All right, here we go. Here's our Holiday Inn Cincinnati North in Westchester, Ohio. That's our tour stop. So the Natty is already signed up for a tour stop. Get your town signed up for a tour stop and bother your local show promoters today, because we need gas money if we're going anywhere. But that's all we got. Thanks so much for joining us. As our friend Vagon likes to say, stay safe, and if you can't, be careful. We'll catch you back here next week for another episode of What's on Joe Mind here on the Superstation. Stay tuned for the full length Mama's Family super telethon thing to raise money for Bubba because he don't read so good. I don't know. I've lost all momentum here.
It's 13 Days of Bond, but sadly, it's Man with the Golden Gun.
Oh. You get our hopes up and then you dash them against the bricks. You bastard.
Mrs. Scaramanga.
As our friend Vagon likes to say, stay safe, and if you can't, be careful. Be sure to join us next Tuesday at 9 for another episode of What's on Joe Mind. Have a great rest of the week, everybody. And yo, Joe.
Spring loaded.
There he is.
Shebang.
There Buster Rhymes.
Oh.